Hello stitchy friends, I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, so I've not been too well this week. I've been sort of under a blanket on the sofa most of the week. I've had no energy whatsoever. Yeah, it's been a difficult week. My appointments come through for the hospital, well, one of them, and I've got to have a lovely tube down my throat and into my stomach, which is so exciting. I can't contain myself. So yeah, not looking forward to that. That will be on the 5th of June, and apparently that's an emergency appointment, 2 weeks for an emergency appointment. So yeah, so not looking forward to that. I'm feeling like holy crap at the moment. But, you know, while I've been sitting on the sofa, I've been watching... Oh, hello, I've just got a message here. Oh, it's from my lovely friend, Scottish Stitcher. Oh, here we go. Doggies. Yeah, so I've been stitching on the sofa where I could, where I felt up to it. And I've been watching Wolf Creek, the series 1. I don't know if there's a series 2. That was good. I really enjoyed that. It was a bit bloodthirsty and a bit scary, but I watched the whole of that series this week while cuddled up with the wolves under a blanket. And there they are saying, yay, Wolf Creek was great. Yeah, so we watched that. So what have I got to show you? Well, Bindi, love, I got a couple of bits that I found on the internet, so like freebies. So trying to save a little bit of money there. I was given some lovely gifts by my lovely stitchy friends out there. I'll show you those. I didn't purchase too much this week because I just didn't even feel well enough to go shopping. So you know I wasn't well if I couldn't buy any stitchy stuff. The only stuff I did get was stuff that I ordered way back. So yeah, you know I'm poorly at the moment. So what shall I start with? What shall I show you? Oh, update on my washing machine. Well, I called the company that I bought it from, AO, and they sent 2 old men to come and have a look at the machine. And basically they just stood there with their hands on their hips and they said, oh no, there's nothing wrong with it our end, nothing wrong with the connections, you'll have to get Samsung out to have a look at it. So Samsung are coming tomorrow to have a look. It could be the computer because it's a computerized washing machine. Yeah. So hopefully they'll get it fixed because I'm fed up. I don't want to do any hand washing. I mean, God forbid, back to Victorian days, hand washing. No, thank you. Yeah, so hopefully that'll be sorted out tomorrow and it won't be an ongoing saga because that's all I need right now. Right, so what have I been working on? Well, what have I been working on? I got a new start and I have been doing this one here, double bubble. Here we are. And this is as far as I've got. So I've done 1.5 cats, a pumpkin, a snake and a lizard. And the amount of times I've counted this lizard wrong, and you wouldn't think that that would be hard. But for some reason I just couldn't get the count right. And I'm still not 100% sure it's right. I mean, it looks okay. But it only needs just 1 stitch to be in the wrong place. And it throws everything out. And this, I think, is probably 1 stitch too low. So I'm fed up of frogging. I feel like that's all I've done a week is frog, frog, frog. But I did get this grime guard from Floss Candy, and it's kind of pink, metallic, I ordered quite a few from her a while ago. They just came in. So that cheered me up no end. Yeah, so that's that. And that is a nice bedtime stitch. And what I like about this is that this card is small enough to hold it while I'm stitching there. So I can hold it in one hand and it's all close. Oh God. Girls! I'm just not well enough to deal with them today. And they are taking advantage big time. What was I saying? Yeah. This oh gosh, what am I doing? This pattern is nice and simple. It's easy to read. Mind you, I say that. And I got my count wrong, didn't I? On that lizard. So it can't be that easy to read, can it? Well, it's just my brain. Yeah, and I just kept getting it wrong all the time. And I just kept thinking, I've got no right to be on Flosstube, really. Because I've only been stitching 5 minutes. I can't do speciality stitches. I struggle with the tiniest of things. I'm going to choke that dog in a minute. I struggle with the smallest of projects. I can't do a full coverage one without getting into a mess with it. You know, and maybe, you know, everyone else seems to be so far ahead in their stitching progress. Like they've got like 20 years under the belts of stitching and they're producing these beautiful, beautiful things. And really quickly. Oh. Bindi! Bindi! I'm so not well. Yeah, and I'm just thinking, why am I showing my stuff off on Flosstube when, you know, it's not very good? I just totally lost my confidence with what I'm doing. Anyway, enough moaning about that. I'll show you what else I've been doing. Another new start, because I've been getting bored with old things. I've got to start new things to stop me from losing my stitchy bug at the moment. So this was in my stash. And I got this one. This is the End Crowneth the Work. And the Queen Sampler by Plum Street Samplers, and that's lovely. I love Queen Elizabeth I, anything about her, books, the whole lot, whole shebang. So it's nice. It's got a little bit of a write up there about her message to her army at Tilbury. So I was pleased to have that little extra bit in there, and some bits, more bit here. So here it is. And it's on 28 count. It's on 28 count opal something, and it's Picture This Plus. And the colour is crystal, so it's kind of pinky. And I thought it would go nice with this red kind of font. And the red in her dress. So that was a nightmare to do, because I started off doing all the black first and sort of like doing it row by row, and I got myself in such a pickle, so I had to rethink it and then do the motifs first and then stitch the black around the motifs, and then that started to make a bit more sense. And I didn't get in so much of a pickle with that, but I'm pleased with that. I haven't made too much of a mistake with that. I haven't frogged any of the writing, which is good. And I've got my crown needle minder, as it's Elizabeth I, and that's from the Needle Keep Emporium. So that's from the lovely Katie there. The dogs are running upstairs, chasing each other around the bedrooms. I could choke them. Can you hear them? They're going to chase each other up and down the stairs. They're going to have an accident in a minute. What are you doing? Right, so that's that one. Oh, that's in my Baltic needle project bag. lovely with the pink, and I do like it, it's lovely. The next thing I worked on was Thine is Thy Trick and Thy Treat by Prairie Moon. And so I've done a, what do you call that, pumpkin. Around that way you can see I've done the pumpkin. I did this motif here and this one. And I did the H for Halloween. And I've done this border and a star. So I did quite well with that. And I've got the Death Moth needle minder and a sparkly skull needle minder on there. And my grime guard is from Floss Candy and it's rainbows. It's beautiful. And she made this one specially to fit this frame because this is 17 by 17. So I needed a big grime guard for that one. So thank you, Becca, for making that. Now, what else? So I went on the internet and found some patterns. So this one, this is the freebie. This one's a little witch and it says Salem. So that's a quick bedtime stitch. I don't know who it's by. Oh, the Gentle, no. Designed by Mary McLennan of M Designs. So M Designs. So I'll have a go at doing that. And then from the Primitive Hair, I got this free Halloween sampler. It's got a little key and the pumpkin there. So that's cool. That's not bad for free. I'm really pleased with that. Girls! Oh, Millie's off on one up the garden now. Oh. I got some fabric come in. So this is Picture This Plus Wren, and it's the same as what I was doing this one on. I bought two little tiny bits, and the first bit I started doing this and I thought, oh, that'll fit on fine. Hang on, wait there, I'll get it and I'll show you. Sorry about that, I've got it. Hang on. So I started doing this on this piece here. And you see there's the cauldron. And I was doing ever so well. And I realised when I got there that I had the fabric up the wrong way. It was supposed to be that way so that the design would fit. So how annoying is that? How stupid. I can't believe I did that. So I'm going to have to froggle that because I don't want to lose that bit of fabric. Because even for that bit it was expensive. So yeah, oh, I did so well on there, look. So well. Anyway, so I used the other piece and I started again, but I've got it up the right way this time. So that's something. I've achieved something there. Oh, I've just stabbed myself with the needle. It's the second time I've hurt myself today. I cut myself on a corned beef can earlier on. The little key that was on it broke off, so I was trying to stab it, get it open with a fork, and that was a big mistake. So I got myself, but I'm okay. So yeah, so I got myself a big piece of this. So this size, that was £24. But that's a big piece, and it's lovely. It's really lovely quality. I just love this colour. It's called Wren, W-R-E-N, by Picture This Plus, and I think this has got to be my favourite fabric now. This has got to be my favourite. I just love the colour. Look at the colour. That's beautiful. So I'm saving that for a special project, should one come along that would warrant that. Might be a big prairie schooler, because I do like prairie schooler. My favourite at the moment. And I've got this piece of fabric. This is Picture This Plus. This is 28 count Storm. No, it's not. It's 32 count Storm from the Homemakery. And it's got a bit of floss on there. So it's only a little piece. But that's nice, isn't it? Storm, that one. So that's a good size for an average piece, isn't it? That'll do for that. Let me put that back in there to keep it nice and clean. We don't want to get it dirty. So I don't know what I'm going to do on that yet. But it'll go in my fabric stash and it will be useful. What else happened this week? Oh, I've got some gifts from my lovely, lovely stitchy friends out there. And since I've started doing Flosstube and Instagram, I have made so many wonderful friends that are genuinely caring about how I am and how I'm doing. And they sent me some wonderful gifts. I'm just like, there's Amanda, Scottish Stitcher, and there's Lizzie, the Haunted Bat, and there's my lovely friend Lois from Texas, who sent me this. Look, a Quaker Halloween sampler. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And I think Emily from Eclectic Possessions is doing this at the moment. And she's doing a wonderful job with it. She's got lots of different colour flosses, I noticed on a video this morning. I don't think I'm brave enough to do lots of different colours, but what I'm thinking is I might do a really dark purple, I think. What do they ask for? Oh, Purple Paradise and Halloween Green by Gloriana. I've not seen that and haven't got that in my stash, but I might just do it in purple. But thank you so much, Lois, for this. I'm just absolutely thrilled to bits with this. I just can't tell you. I am looking forward to starting it, but I'm going to find exactly the right fabric and a really beautiful dark purple thread before I do. But that's by Cherished Stitches. Thank you. And Lois also sent me Heads Up by the Prairie Schooler. Sorry, I'm feeling so ill. I'm feeling so sick today. Yeah, so I've got lots of new minis, bedtime stitches there. Look at the cat. Look at his teeth. I love him. I'm looking forward to that. There's a devilish one there. Oh my goodness. I just love them. I can't wait to do them, especially that cat. I've got to do that cat. That might be my next bedtime stitch. Thank you, Lois, from my heart. Thank you so much. Because when you're feeling rough and someone does something really wonderful for you, it just, you know, it just stops you thinking about how crap you're feeling. Just for a minute. And you can focus on something else. Now my other lovely friend Goldie sent me this, a Halloween stocking from Kathy Barrick. Look at that. I don't know if I've got the skills to make a stocking, but I'm going to try. I've never had a stocking before, so I'm going to definitely try to make a stocking. What do I need? I don't know what I need. It says NPS. What's NPS? I know what DMC is, but what's NPS stand for? I'm trying to think. What sort of thread is that? If anybody knows, can you tell me? I don't know. I'll have to have a read of it. But that is gorgeous, isn't it? I'm really, really thrilled to have that. It's not just a stitchy project, it's a making project too, which, ooh, wow. I hope I can do it. I hope I can do it justice. Thank you so much, Goldie. Heart. Thank you. Bang, bang, bang. Thank you so much. Well, that's all I've got to show you, really. It's not been a lot because I haven't been that well. And you know I'm not well when I don't go shopping. Yeah. So this might have to be a shorter video because I just feel sick all the time. No energy at all. I'm just so tired, I just want to sleep. So hopefully when I get that tube down me, they'll find out what's wrong in my stomach. I don't know why they're looking in my stomach. Why would they look down there? It's supposed to be my liver that's a problem. So I'm supposed to be having a scan for the liver as well. That hasn't come through. Scan for the brain for what they think is Parkinson's, just to confirm it. But there's a 9-month wait apparently for that. So, but I'm not bothered because I've got good medication for it. I take 3 times a day, and you know it's just a little tiny tremors I have at the moment. Nothing major. And until it wears off, sort of like first thing in the morning, I can be a bit doddery and I can drop things and have to be careful with the kettle and that. But you know, about an hour after taking my tablets, I'm all right. I can do things, so that's okay. Weather here has been rainy, and it was a bit hot last night. I couldn't sleep very well last night because it was too hot, so we had to put the fan on. But it was wet and miserable looking outside anyway. Yeah, my poodle Coco, she couldn't sleep, and so I've been trying to snip at her fur and try and take the weight off some of her fur. She looks a bit of a mess at the moment. She looks like she's been to see Sweeny Todd. But anyway, at least she's a bit cooler, which is the main thing. Yeah, the other girls, well, they've been themselves. They've been up to no good. Millie's been chasing the cat next door, as usual. But she's been very loving, actually, this week. So they've known I've not been very well. And so they try and cuddle me to make me feel better. They know something's up with me. So that's nice that they want to cuddle me and stuff. And I'm so pleased I'm retired from work and I don't have to go to work feeling like this. Can you imagine? That would be just awful. I do miss work though. I do get a little bit depressed about not being at work. I am a bit young to be, you know, retired. But, you know, I just, you know, with my health and stuff, I just can't do a proper day at the moment. Hopefully in the future, you know, and get myself sorted out, and they find out what's wrong with me, I'll be able to do like maybe a day or 2 just to break up the week. I've got to do something. I'm going out of my mind. Going out of my mind, sitting here at home. And I think about, you know, this time last year I would have done anything to be sitting here at home all day stitching, but when you're actually doing it day after day, it can sort of get you down a little bit, because I don't really see anybody anymore. And the friends that I had when I was at work, they don't really bother with me now. You know, I've lost touch with them, which is really sad, you know, and I do miss them. Yeah, lonely old Jay at the moment and not feeling very well. I'm feeling sorry for myself. Yeah, so I suppose I ought to go really. and get curled up on the sofa and try and work out why that lizard is wrong. Why is that lizard wrong? What is wrong with that lizard? Something wrong somewhere. And I keep looking at the pattern and looking at the lizard and I just can't work it out. But it doesn't sit well. This doesn't. I've measured this little motif against this line and then it doesn't match with the lizard. So if I match it up with the lizard, then it doesn't match up with the line. So something's wrong there somewhere. And if I pull this line out and do it one stitch over, then it's going to knock the tip of his foot off. Or should I just not care about it and just keep going? I don't know. I'm enjoying doing this though, because I love Prairie Schooler. I just wish I could make head nor tail. What am I saying? I don't know. I just wish I could understand what I'm doing with these a bit more. I wish I was a bit better at stitching. But as my mum said, the only way you're going to get better is to keep doing it. So I will try. And I'm really annoyed with myself for doing that. I mean, how stupid was I to do that? That was stupid, wasn't it? I mean, anyone in their right mind would have had the fabric up the right way. But not me. I had it up that way. Oh, and I measured it about 3 times to make sure that my design would fit on there too. So I'm going to have to frog all that out, and hopefully it hasn't damaged the fabric too much and put something else on it. It's just that cauldron is just like solid of stitching. So that's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? Never mind, it's okay. Right, where are we? We're at 27 minutes. It's about half an hour. And I think I've probably bored you enough this week. Nothing too exciting to show you. So hopefully by next week I'll have a bit more of this one done. So I'm hoping to get the Halloween word done. I'd like to do that. I'm hoping to get the Game of Thrones finished. So I've done a bit more on that, but I forgot to bring it in. Oh, I started Folk Witch. And I'm not showing you because it's only got like 5 or 6 stitches in the middle, but it's on this massive big frame. And I just find it just that little bit too awkward to stitch on that frame. So I'm going to have to take it off that frame and put it on a smaller one, and then I think I might be able to work on it a bit. I'm so tired, sorry. Yeah, I wish I had one of you guys closer to me and you could come and help me with that, get me started on it. I need to find a stitching group in Dover. That's what I need to do. I think that'd be a good idea. I need to get some people to help. Anyway, bye for now. Have a lovely stitchy week, and I'll probably see you next Monday. Yeah, so take care. Much love to you all. Thank you again to all my lovely stitchy friends who send me those lovely gifts. Oh my goodness, I just don't know what to say. Just thrilled to bits, and it just made my world a little bit brighter this week when it was all the way down there. So thank you very much. Kisses to you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.